Well, I couldn't be more proud of a group of guys. That locker room prepared very well to make this day happen, and I'm not just talking about what we did this week. I think they've taken a lot of ownership on how we need to do things. The formula that we know believes winning. Couldn't have scripted it any better for our guys to play through. Got some guys back healthily on defense, on offense. We kind of talked all week. One of our team goals is family over everything, and I thought some shining examples. You take that first quarter when the punt ricochets off one of our guys. You know, you practice it, you talk about it, but it's loud. Kid doesn't hear it. The ball bounces perfectly. They score. Our offense responds. You know, and then right there before the end of the half, we try to run a reverse with Keon. Obviously, misfires. Ball's on the ground. Our defense gets an interception. We just constantly picked each other up all over the place, and to be a part of that's created on game day, but it's cultivated during the year. It's the type of kids you recruit. It's the type of players you believe in. I'm not trying to be overly simplistic, but I think that's really true. Give a lot of credit to Texas Tech, very good football team, executed very well when they had their rhythm going. They were tough to stop, but I thought overall our guys played a four-quarter game, very, very excited. I thought for the old school Razorback fans to come over here and play Texas Tech, and you know, I just think it's kind of awesome to have those fans from that era, that nostalgia, kind of get that win today. It's pretty cool.
Bret, is it fair to call this? Is it fair to say this may be a turning point in kind of what we want to do?
I think when I got that question earlier in the week, I just playing Texas Tech. I appreciate what you're saying. I think as a head coach, you look back after the season, you kind of see things, and you're like, I know, like at my last job, there was a game where we beat Miami in a bowl game, and everybody after me said that, hey, that's going to build something. Sure enough, the next 3 years we won championships. I'm not saying that, but I never thought about that going to that week. I think it's easy to kind of sit on the outside world and look at, but it's definitely a big step.
Do you ever think you can run the ball like that?
Absolutely. Yeah, I really do think we can run the ball. I think we can throw the football. We just didn't have to do it. I thought in the first half, Jay Will's catch, Keon's catch, you know, they were dictating, you know, what we could run by how they were aligning, and then obviously the throwing game, and then BA, who knew we had an athletic quarterback that could scramble in on a broken play there on that third down. So a lot of really good things happened.
Right, you talked about that third quarter, especially coming out of halftime, scoring, and then beat that 12.
Well, I think we talked about all week long. I actually backed off our guys on Wednesday. We went half pack when we normally have full pads, just because I saw Tuesday they were ready to be physical. I didn't need to train them anymore. A lot of credit today goes to Ben Herbert and the way we train our guys 24/7, 365 days a year. So I'm pretty sure that we were going to come out and score. Just the mentality those guys were coming out with, but to battle back and respond back after they matched the score was really, really big.
What do you think of the defense? I think that's you used had the turnover, just be able to stop them a couple times.
You know, obviously I know the quarterback makes them go. Cliff, obviously with his history and who he was, he's instilled that same mentality. You got a sophomore who's a captain and all that. You know, so we wanted to be able to take care of him mentally and physically, and be able to get certain looks. So I thought our guys improved so much from the Auburn game, is just getting lined up quicker, getting an understanding of where they need to be before the ball was snapped.
But how important was the sequence where the toss on the first winner, you got the ball back, you scored, and then you got it in the third quarter, getting touchdowns in the boat.
You know, that kind of livened them up, Tom. I appreciate it. So you're saying on the flip that kind of went over the guy's head. Martrell Spade with a big pick there, you know. Going to give him some heat. He should have gotten the end zone on that one, I think, but he was a little gassed. But then our guys responded, got it in. And then I think the third quarter, when we got that stop after the second time we went up by 2, you know, that was a big part. And then, you know, I'm not called for that 1 4th down. I knew I was going to do it, and they went on and executed it. If we don't get that one, that's a different ball game. And again, I'm going to call 4th down with the idea of having success. I told Jim on 3rd down, you got 2 downs here, because I believe in what we're doing up front, and I think they can get it. Well, again, a good job by our offensive coaches designing. There was a little lead draw that we had a lot of success on. We had some tosses around the edge that did a nice job. Thought a counter play that we did down there in the red zone. I think Jay Will's first touchdown. I thought Jim just had a good fix on what they were doing, and kids really did a nice job. BA, his presence out there in the huddle is just off the charts, and our kids' trust and faith in him is big time.
Coach, you talked about different looks you were trying to give Davis with. Can you talk a little more about that and what you were trying to do and how it worked or didn't work?
Well, we just, you know, do some things defensively. I think their offense is a lot of predicated on, that's why they check from the sidelines and why an up-tempo team runs it. So we try to do different things that could do that. But I thought also at time Rob and I both learned from a great defensive coordinator who's no longer with us, Norm Parker, and we kind of talk about we're just going to norm them, which means we're just going to kind of play what we do. We're going to play it well. We're going to line up and play physically and mentally tougher than our opponent. Not get real fancy, just kind of out execute.
Brett, can you talk about coming in here and being able to beat a Power 5 conference the way you did and kind of carry the banner of the SEC?
You know what? I did say to our guys on Tuesday when we did a little bit of our preview of Texas Tech, I said, hey, we're not only going over there, we're representing Arkansas past too, you know, with playing Texas Tech, but we are playing a conference that rivals us in many ways, the Big 12, and obviously a lot's been said about it. And believe me, I know we're not part of any national championship or SEC championship, but that's what our goal is, and it was a big thing today to kind of carry that SEC banner for sure.
You had some lineup, you had your starters, Cola, Tolliver, Tevin, and Nichols.
Yeah, we not that Luke Charbonnier wasn't doing anything great. Luke's playing great. I just thought Sebastian had really played well and practiced well, and I think he gave us inside. We really wanted to mosh him inside, and he's obviously a big body. I think our average O-line, I know we were like whatever we were really big, but he gave us another 30 pounds that we added to everybody, so we got gigantically bigger, I guess. Andre Tolliver playing at nickel. I thought Tevin Mitchell gave us a nice change up, getting to play him in at the nickel position. I'm sorry, what was the other one?
Coach, how come he's starting to see kind of a all-star? I think that was all of it.
Okay.
Started Cameron Jefferson.
Yeah, Cam started in our heavy package. We tried to fool everybody. We put him in 89. I'm sure nobody noticed. He switched from 79 to 89. We did it last week. We call that our heavy 12. Cam Jefferson, here's what we are in a nutshell. We have a guy that transfers in from UNLV, and everybody's holding their breath, but he's been unbelievable. And what he brought this team, his character, his demeanor, his attitude, we're trying to find a way to get him involved. He starts for us. That kid is absolutely awesome. If I had that kid for 2 or 3 years, he'd be off the charts. We're going to get him good, but he can be so much better.